Welcome to Shapez, or Shapez. In this game, we build a factory to automate the creation and processing of some complex shapes. Here you can see this is our main base. This is the point where we need to deliver those shapes. Now, there are those resources or shapes scattered around the map, like this cluster here. So what we need to do is place an extractor on one of those cells. And we can even rotate the building like this. So I'm going to rotate it to the right, and then we need to build conveyor belts. So we're gonna go like this and straight into the base. Since we need to make 30 of those shapes, we're gonna make multiple extractors. And then we are simply going to connect them to the main... Oh, hang on. We can't connect multiple conveyor belts. Okay, never mind. Each extractor is going to have its own conveyor belt. Now, as you can see, we've completed the first level and we unlocked the cutter. It can cut shapes into half. We have to get rid of this waste here it produces in case, we want to scrap a half, because then it would clog up. So as you can see, we only need the left halves of those circles, which means we need a cutter. So we are going to place a cutter here. So as you can see, we are now getting those halves through, but we haven't actually discarded this garbage here, the right side, which we need to do, otherwise it would clog up. I'm just going to discard the middle lane and do the same thing above here. Now we have unlocked upgrades. So we should not delete the factories that we have, but we should keep them because we might need the shapes in order to upgrade certain stuff. So we are going to upgrade belts, distributor and tunnels. And we need circles for those, so we should still keep a line of circles coming into our base. So let me quickly just one line back. Now what we need is those squares. So we are going to connect a few of them like this. But first we need the extractors. Now the conveyor belts. And I'm just quickly going to look at the upgrades we have here. So we need bottom halves of the circles. So we're gonna keep left half once. We're gonna keep the right half as well and bring it right here. Right. Nope. Like this. Now let's redo this bottom half completely. Right, we've unlocked the balancer for splitting and merging. So I'm going to remove this bit. Let's simply deliver the right sides of this square. Now I see I messed up those conveyor belts. So let me fix that. And we're going to put a cutter in. And let's output the other side as well, since we still have quite a bit of those input lanes open. Jab another cutter in, like this. Now we don't need this anymore, and we'll do another cutter just to get a little faster, like this. And now I would like to merge those two lanes, because there's one input left here, but I would like to merge this anyway, exactly like this. So basically we can have a cutter, then the merger, and we only need one line in, one line out. Oh, and we are going to unlock rotating, which we're gonna need to get those top and bottom halves of the squares, circles. Right, so rotator rotates a shape clockwise by 90 degrees. Now we need those top halves. We also need the bottom halves for the upgrades. And let's just put in lone squares as well for some other upgrades. So I'm going to remove all this and only have squares coming in And then I'm going to also have the merger and delete this part here. And now we need to rotate these halves. So now we get the top and the bottom half. We need quite a lot of those. Awesome, look at that. We've unlocked the tunnels, so we can go under certain belts. Now we need a top quarter of this shape. So I'm just going to move the rotator over here. And now we need a cutter. So basically top and bottom halves come here. And if we put the merger right beside it, then we have the bottom left and bottom right and top right, top left parts here. We need quite a lot of those, and we obviously might need those small quarters as well. So we're just going to keep producing all of them. And here we can actually speed up the extraction, which we don't really need. But here you can see we really need the top right quarter of the square. We need some more because this is going to take forever. Now we have basically copied this exact thing. Here we are not using the bottom halves, but we actually might. So I'm going to remove this and have a conveyor right here, like this. And then we need to rotate this as well. Have a cutter and a splitter right behind it. And then we can just conveyor to the base. Now we're soon about to unlock this bit, and we have done it, so we can just about speed those things up quite a bit. We're gonna need pink circle, which we don't really know how to make just yet. So here it's clogged up, and we're only getting half of the shapes here. So this bit is fine. So what I'm going to do is put a splitter right here and basically copy this whole thing, but in here with half of the shapes coming out of this extractor. And we're nearly to the goal, as you can see. Level 6 completed, and we have unlocked the painter. So now we need red circles. So what we're gonna do is extract some paint, have a painter. So we need the paint to come from the top. So we're actually going to put it right here. This extractor we're gonna have here. So the paint is going to come right here into the painter. Then we need some circles to come right here. And the output is here. And we obviously need an extractor here. So let's just see how this works, and then perhaps we can do it a little bit better. As you can see, this whole process is really slow. So we are going to need a couple of those actually. And we have the tunnel. We haven't really used the tunnel yet, so let's give it a shot. We can simply put a splitter here and duplicate this bit. So we are going to go like this. We're gonna have a splitter right here as well. We are going to actually move this extractor to right about here and remove this part. And here we can have a splitter. Here we take the tunnel, go like this, and use another painter. And then we can simply join this part up and have a splitter here. Oh, I'm an idiot. I forgot this part. And now we're going. But still, it's taking quite a lot of time. So perhaps we could actually split this twice. And then here we're gonna take this, which is 1/2, and we're going to half it again. So we have another 2 quarters. And we're gonna need 2 more painters. And of course, 2 more splitters right here. So I'm going to put another splitter here to split these, then another tunnel here, and actually go out right here. We're gonna have another splitter right here. And for this bit, we need to split this again right here. And we're gonna have another tunnel going from here right to... Is it too far? Oh, that seems to be too far. So hang on, what if I delete this? Okay, so this is probably too far right here. Oh, so what I can do is put this bit here. Like this. Oh, and I need to put the other sides here. So we go like this, and then we can have a painter right here. This conveyor can just keep going. We don't need this part. And this here is going to go up there. There we go. Now again, let's just merge those two. As such. And we have basically quadrupled our output. Now, let's just leave this here and see what other upgrades we need. Right, so we need purple circles. But to be honest, we actually do need these shapes. So we got increased cutting, rotating speed. We really need those stars. So let's take a look on the map. So this is our main base. This is the whole factory we've built already. And we need those weird shapes, which I can't really see. Oh, here they are. That's quite far. But we do need them. So that's a simple star, no cutting needed. So let's go right here. And we're simply going to extract a few of those. Like this. All we need to do is come from here all the way to our base. Oh, look at this. And there's no clogging up happening right here, so we're just fine. And we're gonna need purple circles as well. So let's take a look. Let's find purple. We have circles here, and we don't have purple. So we're going to probably have to mix a few colors together. So that should be like blue and red, right? Makes purple. And we don't yet have that. But we could make mixing and painting faster. Mixing we don't have yet, but painting, we could make painting faster by having right square sides. So here we have blue. We're just going to make new circles right here. And probably split it with this. So I'm just going to have my splitter ready right here. And we're just going to have to go... Oh, we have completed the level. And now we really need those blue square sides. So we're just gonna go from here all the way to here. Like this. And here we need to get those blue square sides. I'm thinking we could just paint the whole square, cut it later. So we're gonna need quite a few of those painters. Oh great, so we can increase the cutting, rotating and stacking speed, which we desperately need. And we're gonna focus on this bit. And we're gonna have to use some tunnels here. No other way. So we need these a little bit higher, I think. Like this, let's just try this. So now we have those paints ready. And we need the squares. So we're gonna go down here. And again, we're gonna need quite a few splitters. I think it should be okay to have those splitters here. And have one conveyor belt like this. and one like this. Now we need to deal with the outputs. So we need tunnels. First of all, this output is going to go right here. We'll have a tunnel from here to there, another from here to there, and another one from here to... and this can't quite reach, so we're gonna put this here, and this conveyor is going to go this way. So now these three are outputting here in those tunnels, so we're just gonna have another splitter, connect those two, and then one final splitter, I'd say right here. So now this seems to be working just fine. So we have one extractor for paint and for squares. We divide those into 4 right here, and then have 4 painters, which are still quite a bit slow. And this is the speed of 4 painters working at once. So we're finally getting those squares. Oh, but I didn't realize we actually need only half of those. So what if I put like a cutter here and merge those halves? Is it going to clog up? It doesn't look like it's clogging up, but eventually we might need to split those in two, or basically not merge them here and have 2 cutters here. But I don't think we really need to do it just yet. And the next upgrade is color mixing. So I think I'll leave it here for today, and we'll look at it next time.